Okay, so I just had this crazy realization recently about the mirror concept. This is something interesting that we should consider when it comes to the mirror concept. And if you're new here, that's this theory in consciousness that everyone and everything is a mirror into the self. Everything is reflecting back something about ourselves. So think about this, and if you've had this happen, because this just happened to me. Last week, you might have been looking at a situation with frustration. You might have been holding on to a certain story about it. And the person in front of you that you're telling this story to reflected that back, agreeing with your logic, validating your feelings, and confirming that version of reality. They were completely in agreement and could see it exactly the way that you did. They weren't lying, they actually were agreeing that they would see it the same way. But then a week later, you show up in a completely different place with it. You've shifted your own perspective, you've softened or even reframed that story. And what happens, or could happen, it does happen. That same mirror, the very same person reflects this new version right back to you, confirming that that perspective is correct and real. They've changed how they feel about it as you've changed. So what does this show us? That reality itself is always meeting us where we are. The mirror doesn't ask, is this accurate? Is this objectively true? It simply reflects back what you bring to it. So here's the thing. When you change, the mirror changes as well. So when you step into a new way of seeing, reality actually reorganizes itself to confirm that too. And this is why we can say we are creators of our own reality. What we project inwardly is outwardly projected as well, and the mirror responds outwardly. So, of course, there are limits. If you choose something truly harmful or destructive, you may find mirrors that push back against that. But even then, somewhere in your wider world, you will still find that reflection, still find confirmation, because reality is vast enough to echo whatever you choose to believe, feel, inhabit, etc. So the core point of this is this. Life is fluid and self-confirming. The reflection always follows your stance, not the other way around. And that means you hold creative power, full creative power. So change the way you see something, and the mirror must change too.